The village called me fast, but I still wasn't fast enough. A hand in hers, a son in tears, and one night took everything from us. I was 24 when the night stole your dawn. Your mother held my hand while the whole world broke wrong. She looked at you like sunrise through a battlefield sky. I told her we'd protect you, then I had to say goodbye. I never saw your first step, never heard your laugh ring through the hall, never taught you how to rise after life made you fall. I saved the leaf with a seal and a prayer, but left my little boy with a silence I couldn't repair. I should have been the hand that found you in the cold, not just a face in stone, not just a story. I left you my eyes, I left you my name, I left you a fire that would never burn the same. I gave all I had and I choose it again, but the one thing I wanted was to hold you in the end. Your mother gave you courage, gave you bite behind a smile, gave you that stubborn heart that could outlast exile. I gave you the storm, but I couldn't give you home, and the village saw a burden where I only saw my own. I heard they made you lonely, heard they turned away your name, heard you smile louder just to hide the pain. If I could tear through time, I'd take the long road back, put my cloak around your shoulders and tell them all to step back. But son, before the tears take over, you should know one thing: where that speed came from. Yellow flag, that title wasn't decoration, that was flee on sight, panic across enemy nations, mark kunai down. Now the field goes vacant, blink once, whole formation needs a relocation. Erasing step, I'm gone then I'm back, no loading screen, just the goal lace crack. Too quick, too clean, every movement exact, mark kunai sings, then the whole field snap. Masked clown pulled up thinking night was his throne, resting Gantu was back, now he's kissing the stone. Young Hokayu with the calmest face, whole battlefield turned to a chase. The speed had a surname, it carried my trace, and if legends had footsteps, mine left no space. Two Hokkaidos from the same bloodline, tell the mountain make room, there's a family sign. Father sparked it, son made it shine, guess the leaf got blessed with the double headline. None of the titles matter, not the speed, not the fame, not the carved stone face, not the honored name. I would trade every legend, every battle I survived for one quiet evening just to see you close your eyes, to hear you say you're scared and teach you that's alright, to be the shadow by your door on your first lonely night, to tell you pain can bend you but it doesn't get to win, to tell you what I knew too late, the light was always within. Tell your mother that you shine, tell my teacher you stood tall, tell Kakashi he was never meant to carry it all, and tell yourself the truth when the silence feels like stone. You were never unloved, you just had to grow alone. I left you my eyes, I left you my name, I left you a future I would never live to claim. I never got to raise you, but I got to be your shield, and every step you took alone still proved the wound could heal. So live brighter than the flash, live longer than the legend, and when the wind feels warm, that's me walking with you present. That's my boy, that's my Hokage. Good night, Naruto.
So guys, we're solo right now. Usually when we're playing 14 or any MMORPG, we have a buddy or two. But, all my friends are lame and they're playing Warframe right now. And hey, Vex, what's up, buddy? We're just gonna be doing some general stuff, on 14 today. You're also not able to play 14 right now, if I don't, not mistaken, right? You're having trouble with your account or something, if I'm logging in or something? Or is it just your sub that you have an issue with? I don't remember what it was, but you know. This isn't really. Let's see if I can sell those weapon coffers on the board. Yeah, this is why we don't sell our PlayStation. We use our PlayStation for playing our games. Or, you know, just use the same email for everything. But I do feel you. So my primary email isn't the email from my Final Fantasy account. It's my old email from high school because I started playing this game in high school. But I only have like 5 email accounts, so... For 300, not worth. Whatever. That's 200, so 475. So for that, 419. $494, so we'll sell that for $450. That's selling for over $1 million. This is selling for 305, so if you guys are ever wondering how you make money in this game,
Born in a world where magic was everything.
this is all you do.
Rain through the roof, leak on the altar stone. They
Collect materials, sell them on the board.
looked right through me.
These are selling for for almost 2,000. Okay.
Ceremony loud, my hands stayed empty. Whole room froze like I shouldn't exist. 3 leaves for hope.
These are selling
love
for
and
2K.
faith, 4 leaves shine with luck in the wind. Mine came back from the dirt like a warning. 5th leaf twitching with the devil in it. They said useless. They said I was finished. Cool, watch what useless does when I grip it. No mana in the blood, no cheat, no gift. Grimoire scarred like it came from a wound. Still I cracked it open and filled the whole room. No crown, no gift, no name they won't forget. Born in a world where magic was everything. Useless, that's what they called the kid. Useless, now watch what useless did. Great sword, drag sparks, black scripture across the stone. Every swing a comic carving midnight through the smoke. No mana, just nerve, no halo, just scars. I was born with nothing, so I became what magic fears in the dark. Keep your fairy dust, keep your pose, keep your noble name in your silk line robes. You got grace falling out the blue. I got grit that the dark cut through. Royal crowns gave speeches, I was digging the trench. Wizard king, they laughed when I said the words. Then the bulls took the kingdom throughout. Yami said surpass your limit and I never looked down. From the joke of the kingdom to the ones that save it. Funny how the outcast turned sacred. Horn out, wings spread, black wind pulls in like the sky went dead. Anti-magic rising like a second dawn. This form ain't a gift, it's a door I kicked in. Demon form, got the silence of death. Great sword screams with the knife all swing. Both arms broken, still I swung through the pain. Captain pressed steel into my hands like faith. Even the voice inside got torn by the strain. Still I whirl like the sky couldn't contain me. They had magic, I had something else. The kind that grows in the dark by itself. You were born with everything, I was born with nothing. Both of us swore the same vow. Wizard King, Wizard King. Useless, that's what they call the kid. Useless, now watch what useless did. No mana, just will, no halo, just grit. From orphan to shield, from misfit to myth. I had no magic, so I became the reason they believe in it. Black clover, black clover. They looked at me once,
Alright,
now the whole
so
world's looking useless.
yeah, so all we're doing right now is just selling those. Oh, that's on the board now. That'll clear up a little bit of my inventory. So there you go. Now look at my inventory. Much nicer, shorter amount of inventory space being used up right now. This is going for 80K. We'll sell it for 75K. Because I didn't use this, because I needed it. Alright, got some things selling on the board. They'll be making me money. Alright, so next we're gonna go gambling! Say it with me, guys. Yay, gambling! I encourage my followers to be bad with money. I encourage poor financial decisions. Like giving me your money. That is a great poor financial decision everyone can do. Please.
Peace requires force. Words fail. Treaties rot.
Whatever this is.
Only strength
Okay.
ends conflict. Fear creates order. Power enforces peace. This is reality.
Wow, literally no sixes.
This is reality! This is reality.
Alright. Vex, I'm gonna keep randomizing until you respond that you, to tell me to stop. Guys, tell me to stop. All right. Okay, there we go. Got my Cacpac tickets bought. Now let's go to the moon. Do a little bit of crafting, leveling right now. We're gonna level Goldsmith up to 100. And we'll do some gathering leveling. Hello. Ooh, I have the second area unlocked. Fania. We're just vibing to some tunes right now. Maybe we see Milk later or something. I don't know. Maybe one of them joins by later. Searching wave. I don't care. Hello, naming way.
Still on the draw, whole skyline lean when I step. Last frame of the core, and they saved me for death. Since I heard the hush, before they heard the breath. One ring, one queen, one city under threat. Cold ring on, her vow still lives in the steel. Whole colony flinch when the pressure revealed. One episode in, I carried the weight. Most fights, most heat, most blood on the slate. Physicals through the roof, I run through the wall. Sword hand clean, right hand heavy on all. Measureless cursed energy flooding the hall. I don't enter scenes, I end them all. They clock the power, miss the copy beneath. Too busy getting drowned in the flood that I breathe. Teacher hell limitless, mind feel measureless. Different kind of terror when the calm get venomous. Season closer, stamp on the arc. League gate speeches, I was light in the dark. Sin die, had a deadlock, I shattered the knot. 3 names on the board, I answered the lot. Measureless, call ring on. Watch the whole map panic. Rika on call, now the whole screen frantic. 1v3 in the deadlock vanished. Measureless, late pull up, but I sold the credits. Lead kept talking, I already ended it. Cold ring on, and the whole arc felt it. Cold ring on, still marking the pose that he started. Sat in the silence when the frame went dark. No speech, no warning, just to cut that wind. That's how you know whose aura walked in. Roach King crawl. Thought the swarm was enough. Grab the head, bit the face, pest control done. Ugly word, but the smile when the exorcism hit. When the city's full of curses, I don't play.
Yeah, we're gonna level Goldsmith. Then we're gonna level Culinarian, and I'll get them all to 100 real quick. We're just gonna be doing some crafting today until I can get someone who wants to do these with me. Expensive. Cold ring on. Pompadour lit up, ash proud on his chin. Said the fight needed flavor, so I let him begin. Craving that pull, I was craving some peace. Fed him every ounce till he swallowed his feast. Big output talk, my tank never ends. Fire all day. I got oceans to spin, hands too sharp, up close, frame built like a wall. Even when the beams land, I keep walking them all. Rika crack the vault, cursed tools gleam. Tag team pressure, nightmare stitched to a dream. Sky drape, lost the balance, and but mouth got his fill. 1 against 3, and I still stood still. Most range in the episode, most weight in the frame, most heat in the season. Off a side arc name, showed her one time. Left the whole moment shook to compose for them to even read the skill I took. Measureless, cold ring on. Watch the whole map panic. Rika on call, now the whole screen frantic. 1v3 in the deadlock vanished. Measureless, most fights, most hype, stole the whole credits. Cold ring on, that's the stamp. Remember, he touched and I once, and the whole arc ended. Last frame, head bowed, city safe, crowd loud. Measureless, talking anyway.
Zashu, you're really cute for this. Adorable. You thought this was a rivalry. Born before the mist, before the gods got Brandon. I was in Uruk while the world was still loading. Holy Grail War, they
Why do I
treated
feel
like
like
a
I'm having
bracket, I
panic
treated like a field trip. Gold seat, front row static. Saber got a sacred blade, cool, love that for her. Archer copy and blaze SNPC behavior. Cast a berserker, assassin tier list filler. I'm the patch notes, history never could ignore facts. King of heroes, you say it with your chest. Every throne you worship is
Oh,
a
you are.
best gate of Babylon.
Forgive me for a minute. Fuck you!
Every legend in your playlist came from my silhouette. King of heroes, origin in the flesh. I don't need to win the war.
Oh, this is already not fun. Why you gotta make it actually worse?
Everybody acting final till I make the sky. Remember, I was flexing gold while your ancestors found fire. Now they pull up in fake crowns, talking crazy. That's devotion. Enkidu was the only one who ever met me equal. That's the reason.
Shut up, you stupid fucking rabbit!
Call it accurate scaling. I'm not toxic. I'm the standard, and the standard stays undefeated. I am the blueprint. That's why the room shifts. That's why your favorite hero moves like my influence. Gold in the air, but the weight feels ruinous. When you've touched the top this long, even glory looks fluorescent. I am the blueprint. Say it when the storm hits. You can hold a noble dream. You still drown in what the source is. Open the gate, let the archive speak. Whole sky full of receipts when I reach for the key. Every blade got lore, every drop got proof. I can end your whole arc with a glance and a move. Mongol kings and chrome plated confidence. Big talk, weak or account of the dominance. You want to smoke, now the heavens.
I hate the Lollipeds. I hate them so damn much.
You wanted the real thing, not the edit, not the cosplay. The king. Look up!
I just enjoyed a nice dinner with my aunt. And I made spaghetti. It was honestly delicious, but it's every time I make spaghetti, it's delicious. You know, if I'm gonna be working on crafting anyway, let me just talk about what I made for dinner for myself. So I made spaghetti. The way I make my spaghetti is weird. Not like it's not, you know, the standard basic, you know, one meat fucking tomato paste, right? First off, I make garlic butter noodles, right?
Zashu.
So I make the garlic noodles. I don't really care too much to continue doing this. I want to do my crafting. Hey, you plasma research.
They call me monster, like it's easy to say, but nobody asks what it costs
You.
to keep peace.
Prodigy hands, but a child's heartbeat. War in the streets, I learned pain speaks. I saw grown men die for flags and pride, so I chased the world when my brother survived. She whose eyes told me hope can bleed. That peace isn't wish, peace is earning care. Rainbow nights, mask on my face, smile on my lips, soul out of place. They said choose the village like love is a crime, so I held my tears and I swallowed my mind. I wanted a family, wanted it whole, but destiny handed me a colder road. So I became the villain you needed to hate. I carry the dark so you can stay safe. If love is a curse, then I wear it proud. Quiet devotion in a silent cloud. Say my name like a sin, spit it with blame. I'll take it all, just let you remain. I wasn't strong because I did.
Alright, so we need 20,000 for this whistle.
I was strong because I did. One night, and the house went still. Crows in the sky like a holy chill. If I could rewrite it, I'd break my hands. But the world demanded blood for plans, so I cut the thread with the shaking breath. Not out of hatred, out of brutal less. I needed you alive, even if you despise me. So I made myself the story's enemy. Join the snake so the wolves stay fed. Walk with demons, the star was ahead. Every step in that cloak was a sentence served. A living funeral I never deserved. And brother, the truth is heavier than steel. I never wanted your fear to feel real. I wanted your laughter, your normal days, but I traded my soul for a safer place. If you ever reach the end of my lies, don't praise me, I'm not the good guy. Just promise me this when the anger fades, live. Even if my name stays stained. So I became the villain you needed to hate. I carried the dark so you could stay safe. Love is a curse, then I wore it proud. A brother's vow in the silent and cloud. You can curse my name, you can never forgive, but I do it again for you to live. Because love isn't loud, it doesn't explain. It just endures through the pain. Sasuke.
You thought the story started with Kurosaki. No. I was already behind the curtain.
Okay.
Glasses on, soft voice, clean fit, pure deception. Nice guy, camouflage, whole or screen prescription. One polite smile, then I switched the whole direction. Shorty tried throwing cake, I answered with incision. Vice captain on the floor, I call it promotion. Room went silent, everybody lost motion. I did not break the system, I exposed the weak encryption. So society, old code, I came with revision. Fox captain rushed in with the brave little notion. Fox brain, big heart, still drowned in devotion. Kurohitsugi drop, black box, no commotion. High IQ villain, that was instant demotion. All according to Eisen. Every roll looked random, I hit the navigation. Final boss in the prologue, first frame domination. You called it fate, I called it arrangement. All according to Eisen. Whole cast moving weird, that was my presentation. If you thought it said God, check the pronunciation. Under my illusion, it reads Eisen. Kurosaki got a starter pack, every bloodline. Shinigami, Hollow, Quincy still need crunch time. How many more powers need handed down to one guy? You think Kurosaki was the hero? I made him for the page. I needed someone simple, ginger, easy to engage. Where do you think the Saiyan gingers have no soul really came from? Boy, traded this to the Hollow, I traded mine for a kingdom. And I control the air and cars, don't believe me, look at number one. Bro shooting guns with his eye cover, still got the job done. Took the cast to Mexico, no buildings, no streets. Artists thank me personally, said finally I can breathe. Strong currency tourist. Got the backdrop for cheap. Bought a desert full of nothing, made the whole arc look elite. Let's talk about who hot, you hot, you watch. Oh man with an eye disease and a name nobody can say. How you wanna be a villain when your name sounds like a sneeze? All according to eyes and cuffs on, still I move. Left the lock was decoration. Handcuffed too smooth, slipped the myth like Houdini. They built a prison, I treated it like scenery. All according to eyes and 12,000 pages and I never broke a sweat. Played dead in squad 5. Took a vacation, then I left. And while we're rating the production, you ever noticed the backgrounds in the show? That's me too, deleted them.
Okay.
Why decorate the panel if the page needs aura? Tell the artist, draw me bigger! Hojoku in my chest, ambition at its purest. Not a madman, just the truth with better music. Heaven looked vacant, I asked who could do this, and the whole sky answered like it already knew it. I was in the setup, the blade in the lesson. Every hero's rise passed through my direction. Final boss bomb before the prologue was finished. Whole plot in my palm, still smiling for the gram. All according to Isaac. Glasses playing betrayal, prison break, all legendary. Kurosaki played lead, I wrote the trajectory. Keyword prescription if you felt the cool supremacy. All according to Isaac. Say God in the illusion and breeze like my name. Final boss in the prologue, never needed the fame. You were never outside it, just allowed in the frame. You were never outside the illusion. You were only allowed to think you were.
Yeah, we're just doing some crafting right now. Also, be ashamed the way it's that good. Oh, I'm already bored. Honestly, bored. I'm like actively bored of crafting already. Let's go do some dailies. Like some beast tries or something, you know? How do people have the energy to get crafting classes to 100, man? That was boring. Ugh.
Dreams rot, hope lies, pain repeats again and again. Soul and reality, and replace it with peace. Even if I'm the villain. They call me empty, a weapon with no soul. But there's one name that still makes my heart remember it's alive.
Raised like a tool, sharpened by pain. Village hands roll violence in my veins. They taught me feel nothing, leave no trace. Smile through blood, hit the same cold face. I burned whole past to complete a task. Became the rumor behind the mask. They call me hollow and I didn't argue because emptiness is easier than truth. But even an empty man can still breathe. And breathing means there's something underneath. My only reason is her. I don't want heaven, I don't want words. If she's alive, I'll crawl through hell. If she's a dream, I'll chase it still. I was made to kill, but I learned to stay. So I keep surviving another day. Call me hollow, find out where that name is. Long as I reach her, that's all that matters. Chains on my wrist, execution near. They tried every method, couldn't end me here. Poison blaze, flames, nothing held like death itself. Looked at me and failed. Sent to an island where monsters bloom. Paradise skin with the brutal doom. Flowers that breathe, gods that rot. Bodies turning into something that I watch men break in a single hour while I stay calm like a curse of power. Not because I'm fearless, because fear doesn't matter when you already died inside. I don't fight for pride, I don't fight for fame. I fight cause a voice still says my name. Every monster here, every god in my way. I'll cut it down just to see that day. If love is weakness, let it be, because love is the only thing controlling me. I'm not searching for peace,
I'm searching for her.
Some nights I wonder if she was real, if the warmth I felt was a lie built. But I remember her hands on my face saying you're not a weapon, you're not your past. And that curse, worse than any blade, made me wanna live, made me afraid. Because living means losing and losing means I might never reach her. So I keep moving even when hope feels thin. Even when the island whispers you won't win. If she's waiting, if she's gone, either way I walk forward until I'm wrong. Not for redemption, not for a crown, for one simple promise. I'm coming back, I'm coming back.
My only reason is her.
I don't want heaven, I don't want words. If she's alive, I'll crawl to hell. If she's a dream, I'll chase it still. I was made to kill, but I learned to stay. So I keep surviving another day. Call me hollow, find out where the name is. Long as I reach her, I'll never break, even if I die.
Rip Karen Gorge.
Even if I A second chance. And I didn't waste a second of it. One life in the city, quiet and plain. One blade, one moment, then I'm out the frame. Cold on the pavement, vision going dim, but I chose one thing: protect. Then the dark broke open, I fell through a gate. Reborn as a slime, small body, big fate. No crown, no legend, just hunger and will. A voice in my mind like, learn, evolve, kill. No fear in my chest, just logic and fire.
I'm gonna level up a little bit of Gambler too, maybe get it to like 95 or something.
I started as nothing, now I'm built from trust. Predator, hunger, wisdom in my skull. I don't need an army, I become the whole. They look down once, then they look up late. Tempest rise and it's not up for debate. Met a storm in the cave, chained by destiny. A dragon's name in the dark, you remember.
Okay, none of this would be as bad.
Gave him a bond and the world got louder when that chain was gone. I ate my limits, made power behave. Skills stacking clean like a perfectly played game. Goblins found hope, wolves found a pack. Ogres found purpose, put the pride on my back. Built a nation from ashes and handshakes. Turn enemies into allies with one clause, no mistakes. If they bring war, I return and refine. Not rage, efficiency, calm and divine.
None of this would be as bad as it is. For me, if it was like, if I had someone to chill with while I was doing this. Like, this is my biggest struggle. I'm not extroverted by any means, I should state that. But man, does it feel boring to play an anvil alone.
Turning miracles into something real. Now every thread is a number I solve. Every impossible is something I evolve. I don't brag, my existence is proof. From a drop of blue to a sky. From slime to sovereign, watch the world adjust. I started as nothing, now I'm built from trust. Storm in my pocket, wisdom in my tone. I don't need permission, I claim what I own. So come in and play, let the whole world see. Rimuru Tempest, are you ready for me?
Like playing completely alone. Boring.
A second chance.
And it's like, it's not like I'm pressing the story so I have something to focus on. I'm just grinding. You know?
They ask me who I am. I don't got that answer now. Just the sound of my own breath. And a number going
993. I was just a quiet soul with a stack of secondhand dreams. Book pages, small rooms, trying not to come apart at the seams. Then the night went red and the hunger got a name. Now the mirror looking back at me and I don't look the same. I kept telling myself pain, it's just the price you pay. If I carry all the suffering, maybe love is gonna stay. But every time I reach for light, the world cut deeper in. So I learned to hide the breaking with a smile growing thin. 993 96, 97, 9972. I count to keep my sanity while Jason splits my skin.
You guys have a question for you. What's 1,000 minus 7? What's 1,000 minus 7? What's 1,000 minus 7? Count backwards by 7 from 1,000.
Crack my finger, hear the echo, that's the sound of fear gone still. Every 7 turned to iron, every wound became my will. In that chair I screamed for mom, like the child I never healed, asking why she left me lonely in a world this cold and real. Then Rize moved inside the dark like a voice beneath my veins, said if the world keeps making monsters, then survive it, wear the chains. So my hair
Turn white with sorrow when my heart turned sharp with dread. Kaneki Ken was shaking there. Something stronger rose instead. I remember crying out. Could you not have lived for me? Just one hand against the nightmare. Just one place that I could breathe. But the silence only answered, and the pain became my truth. So if nobody was coming, I would have to kill the boy to let the monster through. 996, 97, 9972. I count and keep my sanity while Jason splits my skin. I'll rebuild from every fracture till there's nothing left of you. I died in that chair 100 times and rose again. Not as the boy who loved his books, as something else instead. They wanted to break me down to nothing, strip away my name. But you can't kill a man who's already learned to love the pain. 965, 958. I'm still counting. I'm still here.
Low class, no power, no throne. What? Yeah. Crash landed on a blue rock raised by an old man. Lost everything I loved and still I never changed plans. Trained in the afterlife while you were playing it safe. I don't know the word quit, it's not a word in my space. Kaioken times 10 and I'm still pushing higher. Every death just adds another log to the fire. I've been killed and wished back more times than I count. You wanna talk limits? Let's talk limits right now. So I push till it hurts, then I push past that. When my back hits the wall, that's when I fight back. If I'm down to my last, I still breathe, I still stand. I make fate change shape when I close up my hands. I push till it shakes. Let the whole world see how a kid from nowhere touched eternity. No final form, just a soul that transcends. Every time I fall hard, I come back again. Pick a form every time they think I peaked, I'm already beyond. Even my creator lost account somewhere past 10 to fan to build a spreadsheet, and they still don't know when. Let's talk legacy, let's talk what I started. Every hero born from hunger and the broken hearted. You think Naruto running wasn't chasing my ghost? Nine-tailed kid from the village that needed them the most. Did you go pick up a sword for his family's sake? Same fire, different reaper, same saying DNA. Deku had no quirks, I'm familiar, born from nothing. I was low class, funny how the low class runs this. They all got the same bones, the willpower, the screaming, the transformation arc, the impossible dream thing. Every hero traces back to one source. The kid with the power pole and a cloud, I was first of course. This isn't even my final form. Mine neither. Hey, hey, hey! 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 Yeah. Frieza had the whole galaxy shaking in fear. Namek was crumbling, my best friend disappeared. I felt the key vanishing, something broke open wide. The legend of the Super Saiyan was a myth, it was alive. Hair turned gold, eyes turned teal, ground to the ash. Every tyrant in the cosmos saw their future in a flash. You cannot buy it, cannot steal it, cannot fake it. If you want what I've got, you gotta go to hell to make it.
I mean, you won't have to.
For the wife who waits, for the sons who watch me fall and fight, I still rise. For every
You can always, like, email Square with your proof that you have the account ownership and see if they can get you your account back.
Look at me, I still rise. They asked me what's my final form. I smiled. Not yet.
Strength was never my curse. It was the only thing I had. Fists like thunder, blood in the air, break every limit, I don't feel fear. Upper moon glare, I don't bow or pray. If you seek strength, stand in my way. Eternal body, battles on repeat, pain don't stop me. Pain makes me complete, say my name when the warriors fall. Like as it stands, I break them all. Stole that medicine with shaking hands, father dying in a broken land. Try to save him, lost, said no chance. Good hearts bleed in a red command. Gravestones cold where the promises lay. He chose the river, washed his shame away. I screamed at the world, fist learned to say what my voice never could convey. Found a home where the dojo stood, taught me strength could still be.
Okay, I had to look up where you get it. You get it from
67 cowards fear my rise. Slip the venom, told their lies. I bury fists in traitors' eyes. Blood on wood, we're all to die.
from that. It's a drop from this. I mean, like I said, you won't have to though. Let's start a new game. First off, you have your account that was linked to your Steam account. Second off,
centuries punching gods and men, warriors rise just to fall again. I respect his strength, despise the frail. To myself, mercy is what makes you fail. I hated cowards, I hated lies, but never touched those who wouldn't fight. Honor and fist, not a demon's cry. Even in hell, I kept that line. Upper moon rain carved in stone, but every fight felt less like home.
I mean, yeah, they're just like.
What kind of victory hollows the throne? Faces came back when the sun drew near. Names are buried suddenly.
Square's usually really good about helping you get your account back.
Fought enough, I finally hear dojo ghosts in a silent line. 67 frozen in time. I don't regret the fists I swung. I regret who I became that night. Regeneration begged me to stay. Cells screamed live, but my soul said wait. If the strength erased who I was that day, then let it fade. I don't need to be saved. I never wanted
Alright, let me go switch over to Blue Mage.
Letting go restores my humanity. Then this is peace, this is clarity. No fear left, no rage remains. Just broken fists and gentle rain. Call me demon, curse my name, I walk away.
It was a boomerang that I was farming. I gotta go do like 30 or 40 fates in Amarang. So we'll be doing that for a little bit. And we'll be getting Blue Mage to level 80, which I think is the cap for Blue Mage. Unfortunately, I think it's the cap.
Thank you for remembering me.
Chocobo, I choose you!
The world takes first.
Yeah, you put in so much work being put on a bus.
So I became the explanation for everyone else.
Mask on, nerves calm, but my spirit's loud. Leaf on my shoulder, storm in the cloud. Always running late, but I'm right on time. When the night gets heavy, I redraw the line. Emblem nights, black ops, names I can't say. Blood on a mission, guilt on the blade. I was kid with a rule book grip to the world, wrote lost in the margin rip. I'll be those words hit harder than steel.
No, if I ever lost my account, I'd be fucking pissed.
I smile through the grief like a death to death. They call me copy ninja, that's true, no lie. But what I can't copy is a second try. If I speak on it, I might break.
But then again, the amount of effort I have into this game.
I carry the debt like a blade in my chest. Still show up for the living like I'm not a mess. Mass prayer. I don't cry, I convert it. They do a promise, I shoulder and burden. One eye on the morrow, one eye on the grave. I lead with the lesson, not the praise that you gave. Talking to spirits, but I arrive when the world needs a guardian. Hear it lightning in my palm, but my heart's still bruised too. I made a loss, and I'm still pulling you through. think I'm just calm cause I don't say much, but I screamed in my head till my thoughts turned dust. Showering got burning like a borrowed sun. Gift from a friend, now I pay when it runs. Every time it spins, I remember the cost. Every time it fades, I remember what's lost. I trained 3 kids with a war in the veins. Told them teamwork first while I swallow my pain. Naruto's fire like a wildfire him. Sasuke's grief like a blade turned in. Sakura's hope like please don't leave. And me in between like a stitched up seam. I bend the rules so my students can live, cause a rule without love got nothing to give. If intelligence is seeing pattern, then grief is the pattern I never outran. I replay the frames, a hand that slipped, a name that faded, a smile that ended, and I ask the universe why it teaches when not. But love is the mission, and survival is the proof. So I'll be the proof.
I won't fold, I'll endure it. Turn every funeral into a future. Let the world call me cold, let them down my spirit. I'm a man made of laws, and I'm still here. I'm the storm in the silence, the myth in the mist. The scar in the soul that still clenches the fist. When I am tomorrow, when I am the grave, I protect what I can, that's the vow that I made. If you're hearing this, you're live. So take the lesson. Don't waste it.
I lost my voice, but I never lost my heart. If I can't say thank you, let my silence be my promise. Snow on the roof, warmth in the home, and fire in the night, and I woke up alone. The family turned quiet, names turned to air. Blood on the doorway, nobody there. I tried to scream, but my throat wouldn't obey. Mouth full of bamboo so I don't lose my way. Human life taken, replaced with hunger, and my brother's hands shaking, trying not to wonder if I'm still me, or just a curse in skin. If love can survive,
that's so broken.
When the demon wins, I watch him fight like his heart won't stop. Fingers break, still he won't drop. He carries my life like a sacred weight, and I can't tell him rest, I can't ease his fate. So I sway beside him, quiet through the pain, praying the girl I was still remains. Even if I can't speak, even if I can't cry, I'm still his sister. I'm still trying. Every battle is a cage in my mind, instincts clawing, trying to climb. Sometimes I see blood and my vision bends, and I hate myself for what he tempts. I see him shaking after every kill, like he's carrying ghosts that never sit still. He smiles for me like the world is fine, but I can feel his fears through the thread of time. And I wanna run to him, hold him tight, but my hands are fire on my teeth but night. So I fight myself first before I fight them, because hurting him would end me. If I'm losing my humanity, hold it for me. Hold my name in your hands till I'm free. If I fall into darkness, don't let it be true. Remind me of home, remind me of you. I don't need mercy, I need a way back. Through the hunger, through the night black. If love is the cure, then love is my sword, and I won't disappear. There's a boy who looks at me like I'm not a curse. Eyes full of hope, trembling at first. He talks too much, but his heart is kind, like sunlight trying to reach my mind. He calls me human when I feel like ash, like I'm not just teased, not just a mask. And when my brother's body hits the ground, when he can't breathe and the world turns soundless, something in me wakes, something pure, not demon rage, but love made sure I can say it out loud. So I show it in strikes. If you touch him again, you don't leave this night. I'll burn my pain into power, I'll bite back the dark, because I remember my heart. I watch him fight like his heart won't stop.
Well, I just have this guy playing, guy's music playing. I don't know what everyone's whose song is what.
But I didn't lose love, and that's my choice. Tanjiro, I'm still here.
The Regarden Academy at sunrise. Spells lighting courtyards like fireflies. Robes drift on air, wands trace constellations. Most beautiful place I've ever seen. And I'm the only one here without a single drop of magic.
What's that? Buffer.
First years walking past with palms that never broke. Moisturized, warm hands, never seen a callous coat. Mine are wrapped in bandages, blood dried on my knuckles. Sword work in the basement while that warm bed stay untroubled. They sleep in dorm beds, I sleep when I can. Grinding floor by floor in the dungeon for a couple coin a hand. Couldn't cast no sparks, so I outworked the rest. No gift in my chest, just a blade and a breath. I'm not bitter, I'm just tired, not jealous, I just earned it. Every step in this castle somebody had to learn, and the only one who learned it the hard way was me. The sword still cuts, and the body still moves, and the
God damn it!
Care what spells you can't choose. No matter, no chance, no
fuck off.
in my head, just a blade and a dream in the dirt where I stand and cast light. I bleed, they can't. I breathe. Every floor I cleared cost a piece of me, but I came here for one thing only. That was never meant for me. But you keep calling me weak, so let me show you how fists and steel can make the heavens kneel. They flex fire, frost, illusion, pride. I swing once and make the whole room pick a side. Muscles, got them. Scars, got more. Built from the grind, not a fitness class line. Budget professor, snake, cold stare, stay pressed. How you test my climb when you failed your own quest? Play with your sticks, shadow box dread. Fight the little demons that you hide under your bed. Watch what my blade does with your starter spell. I turn level 1 skills into legendary steel. Max slot sword. When the mana gets fed, you cast the spark. I make the boss bar melt. All gas, no brakes. When I wake up white, call me Michelin Man without tires. That's been one hit from gone. Then the speed run begins. Magia Vander talk big from the sky. Why I save the extras left behind to die. Miss Ted Man showed up, same energy, different show. Bro, the writers ran out of villain templates a season ago. Tournament drop, you know the script. And the dog walks in, whole bracket gets clipped. My brother got him with the smash. I'm over here with the slash. And no lie, it gets lonely when the whole room laughs and you still act holy. When your hands shake bad but your face stays calm. When you pray for a gift that never lands in your palm. But every bruise said move, every scar said climb. Every night I almost quit, that promise pulled me back in line. And one day the season went silent, like the world forgot to breathe. The people I reached for fell around me, and I couldn't save them all with steel. For 1 second, I hated being human. Oh, no matter, no chain, no one in my head, just a blade and a dream in the dirt where I stand. They moisturize, I bleed. They can't, I breathe. Every floor I clear was a step toward me. And maybe that's enough. Maybe the tower was never the prize. Maybe the climb itself is what gives a man his life.
Oh, there are people here doing fates. Hell yeah.
No spell, no throne. Still I climb all alone. No magic. Oh well. Freedom ain't given, it's torn from chains. Wasn't my head, but I broke that frame. But the world wants blood, I flood that plane. Now where the sense of my people remain. Born in a cage, I learned the price. Dreams don't breathe without sacrifice. If history's cruel, I'll roll the dice. Freedom's paid and I pay it twice. Yeah. Hid in the dust with a cracked sky stare. Giants outside, fear in the air. They fed me peace like a bedtime prayer. But truth got sharp when I left that square. Basement lies, futures bleed. Past and tomorrow saw me breathe. I saw the path and the past saw me. Choices appear when I chose to see. Hands staying red in a world so white. Every step forward steals the light. If I don't move, my people die, so I walk ahead. And I don't look back.
March of faith, hear the ground complain. Every footprint writes my name. Call me devil, curse my name. I'll take the blame so you don't feel pain. Freedom's real, it's carved in stone. I stand alone so you won't be prone. Hate me now, I'll carry it home.
World drew lines like a loaded gun. Pointed at kids I've never done none. They call it order, I call it fun. Watch their towers fall one by one. I beg for peace, they laughed it off. Sanctions dressed as moral cloth. If mercy sleeps, I'll wake you up. I break the board when the rules are bluff. I don't enjoy the screams at night. I count the steps, I better wait. If I must be wrong to make you right, then right me wrong. And then the fight saw the end before it began. Tried to swerve, so became a man. Freedom's curse in an open hand. You hold it tight, it cuts the skin. I love my friends more than my name, so I burn the world to spare the flame. If there's a hell, I'll take that blame. Just let them live, remember clean.
March of faith, feel the silence grow. Every answer's buried low. If you're alive when the dust lets go, no, I chose this so you know. Freedom's paid with a lonely throne. I stand alone so you won't be prone. Hate me now, I'll carry it home. This was the only way.
I came from a red-haired lesson in a black blue way. Saw a man losing arm and still smile through the pain. That was sacrifice, that was strength to me. You don't talk about freedom, you bleed so others breathe.
I was just a loud kid with a storm in my chest. Small boat, big mouth, no fear in my step. Then the seed took shape and the truth got clear. Real kings give pieces of themselves, not fair. Shanks didn't preach, he showed me the price. Put his body in the dark just to throw me back life. Ever since then, I've been chasing that sun. If my people can't laugh, then the fight's not done. I laugh at the storm, let it break on me. No throne in my blood, just a need to be free. If the sky says die, I still reach that high. Got the dawn in my chest, let the whole world see. I laugh at the storm, I don't run, I rise. Put my pain in the fire, now it lives in my eyes. If the road is impossible, good, that's mine. I was made for the wave at the end of the sky. Crocodile buried me, still I came back swinging. Lucci took pieces, I was still there grinning. Doflamingo ruled strings, I broke that theater. Katakuri saw the future, I got stronger to meet it. Kaido felt bigger than a nightmare could hope. Still I kept climbing with my hands full of hope. People call them monsters, legends, gods, and myths. I just see another wall that my will can hit.
When the dark gets heavy, I become the light. For the ones I lost, I keep winning the fight. In my heart has to crack just to let hope through. Then I'll break every time and rebuild it for you. When the dark gets heavy, hear the drums reply. There is still a tomorrow on the other side. I don't care how deep, I don't care how wide. I'm bringing my people to the edge of the light. Gear second burn hot, took years off the frame. Still I hit the gas when my friends scream my name. I took 10 and I still chose motion. Turned poison and pain into one more ocean. Every form got a cost, every win leaves a scar. But I'd rather burn bright than forget who we are. For my nikama, I keep crossing that line. Give my body to the dream till the dream starts to shine. I I laugh at the storm, let it break on me. No throne in my blood, just a need to be free. Shane showed me the price, so I pay it with pride. Got the dawn in my chest and a fire won't die. I be missed with my fist turned fate when I climb from crocodile sand to the roof. Line of Kaido sky, and if the sea wants proof, then it's all in my heart. I was born for the sun, let the new age start. Still smiling, still swinging, still carrying. If you feel that too.
Trying to get level up that blue mage, you know. So what I'm actually doing this farm specifically here for is because one of my friends wants the minion that you get only from farming here, and
Looked at me like a curse with a face. Like I was
if it's
trouble
tradable, I'm gonna give it to her.
before I ever spoke. But I kept walking. Because even lonely kids grow into legends. No parents in the doorway, no welcome home. Just whispers in the street, like I'm made of bone. They slam doors, turn heads, made silence loud. I learned to laugh so I wouldn't break down. I wore the clown mask just to get a glance, bad jokes, loud mouth begging for a chance. And when the whole village felt cold as rain, one bowl of ramen took away the pain. Theme in the air like a tiny sunrise. For a minute I wasn't a monster in the eyes, just a kid with a dream too big for his chest. Still saying I'm next, when the world said rest.
I came from nothing, but I didn't stay there. I took all that hate and I learned how to bear it. If nobody loved me, I learned to love back. Turn every never into a new track. I'm the kid they ignored, now I'm the one they need. I bled for this promise, I breathe for this creed. And even if the world acts like I don't belong,
The series is named after me, so watch me prove them wrong. First bond I ever knew came with a test. A teacher with a mask and a tight breath. Kakashi showed me strength isn't being loud. It's standing back up when you're not proud. And the road got darker, the stakes got real. I learned some wounds don't ever heal. You're right, you left in the sky went dim.
Yeah, my friend wants the minion from here, so I'm gonna get it for her.
But you taught me the hardest thing, keep moving. So I turned pain into chakra, turned tears into drive, and kept my dream alive when I felt dead inside. Might have wrote this, Itachi that, legends in the night. Whole world's getting folded by a single lie. They talk like I'm background, like I'm just a kid, but I carry this war on my back and I live black eye. Funny cause it felt like the opposite, like every chapter try to stop my oxygen. But I don't need favors, I don't need a cheat. I'm built from the feet and the series is named after me. They fear the fox inside me more than they knew my name. So
And they're all gone.
in the shadow and blame. But I didn't become with the hatred fed. I tamed that darkness, but light in this place. I reached my hand out when it made no sense. Took rivals to enemies, to broken men. Because I know what it feels to be left behind. So I changed the world with a stubborn mind. One friend at a time, one promise kept. I turned my loneliness into steps. And every time I should've quit, I remember that kid holding ramen like hope, refusing to give in.
I came from nothing, but I didn't stay there. I took all that hate and I learned how to bear it. If nobody loved me, I learned to love back. Turn every never into a new track. Kakashi's lessons, Jiraiya's flame. Every loss I carry sharp in my name. So say what you want about gods and beasts. I'm the one who made the whole world believe.
And even if the story tried to make me fall, the series is named after me. So I stand above it all. I stand above it all.
I wasn't accepted. I became undeniable. Loud from the jump, came in flames, chasing a symbol I couldn't name. He smiled through fear, I studied that light. Then Deku kept moving,
Ooh, dynamite.
and I hated why.
Let's go, Arcuno! Use fly!
Armor and spikes talk like a grenade, live like a strike. If I bark loud enough, nobody sees how bad I needed proof that I'm still elite. Sports festival crown felt like dirt. Beat Todoroki cold, still damn hurt. Don't wanna win if your fires and chains don't put me on top. If you're scared of your name, villains came whispering, come be a king. I win like All Might or I don't win a thing. I'd rather die swinging than rot in the dark. Deku kept rising, shook me at the core. Every win felt hollow, every scar taught back. If he keeps reaching higher, then I have to answer that. I don't bow, dynamite. I ignite hard like a war drum. Turn the pain to life, dynamite. Burn the night, great explosion, murder God.
Dynamite.
No smoke still sits in my lungs. All my gone quiet, the guilt hit numb. Dragged him out where the streetlights bled. One clean answer for the war in my head. Why him, not me? What did you see? Was I all noise while he carried the real thing? Truth hit hard, I was strong from the start. He was chosen for that selfless heart. Season 6 rained down on my knees. Said the words I buried like they buried me. I'm sorry, Deku, that wasn't weakness, that was release. All the chains I wore for years fell off in the rain at my feet. Hey, hey, Shigaraki raised his hand. I didn't think, body moved first, pulled him from the brink. That's my brother, my rival, the wound and the proof of death. Once Deku, then it comes through me first. Dynamite, I don't bow, dynamite. I ignite hard like a war drum. Turn the pain to life, dynamite. Burn the night, great explosion,
Murder God! Dynamite. Oh, I hate you so much.
Buried in ego, buried in pride. Should've just said it. You made me better. So if I go down for the real, for the hands that save, for the wounds that heal, for the kid I pushed, could not outrun. You made me someone. Full body explosions, speed past sight, back from near death with my whole world of light. List all for one, every vein alive, skill plus soul plus ultra. Watch me drive. Then Deku lost to the fire to run, cut deeper than the war we won. My mirror, my rival, my day one. How do I climb when the race feels done? But love outlasts, brothers push past the end. I carry his name every time I ascend. Not chasing a finish, honoring my friend. Dynamite, I don't bow, dynamite. I ignite, even when the victory tastes like goodbye. I choose to fight, dynamite. Blast the night. If your heart's been cracked, but you still choose life. Scream it, hey, dynamite, hey. Win like All Might, fight like my rival. No more hollow noise, just a reason to rise. Win like All Might, fight like my rival. No more hollow noise, just a reason to rise.
Soft smile, dark past, blade by my side. I watched her die more times than the moon has changed the tide. 3,000 years, same moon, same fire, same thirst. If I have to tear through fate itself, I will break the curse. Born where the flames made kings out of rage, raised in the dark by God in a cage. Demon blood boiling, night in my veins. I learned real quick that love comes change. So why wear that grin like nothing can crack? Pour one more drink with the world on my back. They see a fool in the tavern at ease. They do not see what wakes when I breathe. Black marks bloom in the skyline bends. Still start shaking in the hands of men. One step calm, next step ruin. When I let that berry wrath break through them, lamb. I turn from the throne, turn from the name, turn from the war and the hunger for fame. But heaven and hell still circle my life, cause mercy like mine was bought with a knife. They want the monster, the prince from the pit, the one who could turn whole armies to miss. Full count, I send all that fury right back. One heartbeat still, next heartbeat attack. Let them all fear, but they never could touch. A quiet little smile that could flatten too much, but none of that power means anything first if I can't hold a hand and break the curse. Break the curse. 3,000 years and I still know her eyes, still know the sound of her last goodbye. I find her again, she finds me too, then fake cussing like it always do.
Damn
Kiss
it.
to the light, a fall to the floor. Promise reborn just to be torn more. And every new lifetime reopens the seam. I wake up in pieces inside of the dream. My sins are my brothers, my scars never fade. I laugh with the living, then visit the grave. I've carried kingdoms, I've shattered commands. Still couldn't stop death from slipping my hands. A salt in my veins, night over my skin. The beast comes alive when the world closes in. I can split the horizon, make terror disperse. Still all I want is to break the curse. So I smile like my chest doesn't cave, like I wasn't made just to love and to hate. Love is strength and it still feels worse when the one thing I need is to break the curse. I don't want the crown, I don't need the sky. Keep every legend they built from my life. Give me one lifetime when she comes first. No more rebirth, let me break the curse. What good is this power if I still arrive late? What good is a demon who still can't change fate? I fought through the heavens, I bled through the dirt, but every road back to her only answers. So let the world tremble, let the old gods learn. I still got a heart and it still can't burn. If love is my weakness, then watch what it's worth. I'll rip through forever and break this curse. They wanted the monster, now look in my eyes. Carried the storm through 1,000 goodbyes. I don't need mercy, I don't need church. I need one ending where we break the curse. Full count and let all of their judgment return. I've lived through enough just to know it can burn. Smile on my face, but the pain still works. Till she stays alive, I will break the curse. Soft smile cracks so vow in the dark. A boy with a blade and a world-ending heart. Call me a demon, a sin, or the worst. I'll wear every scar till I break the curse.
What? Oh, I gotta.
Hold on.
I wanted to be a hero. Then the world showed me what it rewards. If the world took rain, then the world can burn. Hope turned to ash, that's a lesson learned. I wore a mask so the pain could turn into a dream with a lost return. You call me evil, but you didn't see how love can die and leave misery. Sorry, wrote fate for eternity. A perfect world for the broken in me. Yeah. Back then I laughed with dirt on my face. Too slow, too loud, but I kept my pace. Kakashi cold, but I saw his place. We were kids with dreams, still running the race. Boulder fell and the light went thin. I gave my eye just to save my kin. Thought I died there, but fate moved in. And the dark took shape with a voice of sin. Matter is truth, hit sharp like steel. Peace is a lie, only dreams feel real. I tried to run, but the wound wouldn't heal. Then Rin died, and the world stood still, and the world stood still. If the world to Rin, then the world can burn. Hope turned to ash, that's a lesson learned. I wore a mask so the pain could turn into a dream with a lost return. You call me evil, but you didn't see how love can die and leave misery. Sorry, wrote fate for eternity. Perfect world for the broken in me. Boys keep spinning, same blood, same cries. Children grow up just to live in lies. Heroes get praised and they slowly die. Tell me what's real when the innocent fries. So I became Toby, smiled in the dark. Played the fool while I shaped the arc. Akatsuki move when I lit the spark. All for a dream and the world gon' stop. Infinite Tsukuyomi, mercy in disguise. A world without grief, no tears, no lies. If reality's cruel, I close its eyes and let them wait. where rain still fly. If the world turns, then the world can burn. Love turned to smoke, that's the lesson learned. I wore a mask so the pain could turn into a dream with a lost return. They made purpose and purpose made me a man who drowned in memory. So judge me now, I'll set you free inside a dream where you won't bleed. I'm sorry. Kakashi, I'm sorry.
We thought we could bring someone back. And the world taught us what price means.
No.
Equivalent exchange, yeah, I learned it in pain. You don't get miracles without a stain. I traded my childhood just to stay the same, but nothing's the same when you lose a name. Steel on my arm, guilt in my chest. I laugh too loud just to hide the rest. If I fall today, I'll rise again for the brother beside me to the bitter end. 2 kids in a room with a candle low. Mom gone quiet, snow at the door. Books on alchemy like a desperate hope. We pray to science, not heaven stole. Circle drawn, hand shield, guards beg. Thought love was power if the intent was pure. Then the truth stared back, cold and sure. And the cost hit hard like a closing door. My leg was gone, his body slipped. I heard my brother like a fade in him. So I gave my arm for a second chance. Blood on the floor where our childhood ends. Oh, tell me what you meant when you seen the gate. When you met the truth and it calls you late. When you watch your soul get stitched in hate and still you choose to stand up straight. I don't want power, I want my kin. I don't want glory, I want to win back the life that we lost that day, even if I have to pay. I'm a man who turned pain into loss. Stitched dead souls into metal jaws. Heard a daughter's voice in a monster's cough and felt my stomach turn to frost. War zones painted red in the sand. Children grew old with a gun in hand. Philosopher's stone but from screaming plans. How many lives does it take to advance? I've seen truth twisted into pride. Kings play God while the innocent die. And I kept walking with rage inside. Because quitting means these days gone. They call me Full Metal after my heist, so I bark back just to feel alright. But under the joke is a broken night, a promise made under dying light. If the world is cruel, I won't become it. I won't trade souls for a shortcut summit. I'll bleed, honestly crawl if I must. No stolen life, no borrowed dust. Cause love and alchemy's clean equation. It's scars and choice and stubborn patience. And if I reach that final station, I'll give up everything to bring him home. Equivalent exchange, yeah, I learned it in pain. You don't get miracles without a stain. I traded my childhood just to stay the same, but nothing's the same when you lose a name. Still on my arm, hope in my chest. I'll break the fate that demands the rest. If I fall today, I'll rise again for the brother beside me to the bitter end. We'll get our bodies back, no matter what it takes.
Archer. Boom. Yeah, that's cool. Alright, time to level bard. Time to go back to Amarang and play bard for a bit instead of playing blade. Just because I think bard would be a little bit more enjoyable right now. I would legitimately wear this outfit. It's just a casual ass outfit. And I literally designed it to mirror Lion's Bard. You know, Black Mirror, some those Lion's Bard. Just gonna make it going. Yeah. Honestly, Bard is not my go-to dancers, so we're gonna switch over to dancing. This is my go-to range DPS. I love this. This and Mechanist. It's just I guess I could never really get into Bard. But it's not like Bard isn't fun, and it's not like Bard isn't my favorite type of weapon IRL.
Weak. Worthless. That's what they say. Watch what nothing becomes. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Blood on my
before the bell rang. Couldn't fight back then, didn't know that I can. They called me trash, daily halls felt like a sail. I was drowning on dry land and I couldn't even tell. Found a master who laughed when I begged at his door. Said prove it, so I jumped off a bridge to the floor. I see water in my chest and I thought I might die, but I'd rather drown standing than live on my knees. That's why no key, no talent, no plan, and no name. Body rebirth, rewrote me all the same. Bones reset, organ shift, the key came flooding back. Tell me God don't cover tracks. They handed me a claim before I earned the right. Lady social said lead, I stepped into the light. Hook so trying to laugh before we fought that day. Heroic spirit doesn't care what the rankings say. Didn't beat him with my power, beat him with my will. The ones who count you out, account and still. I push to the bone cracks and I don't look back. Above or nothing, watch him change the map. You are no longer my disciple. I renounce you. Now go and live a normal life. You know the corn fell and something in me snapped. A man who believed in me, no coming back. The disciple died that day, something else appeared. Black origin fish will fill the whole sky bend. Power sound holy till it tears from within. Eyes go dark, every heartbeat goes loud. When the monster wakes up, I get lost in the sound.
Like classes? I was talking about weapons. Reaper doesn't use a weapon, so... Reaper uses a gardening tool, so I don't have an opinion on its weapon being a preferred weapon or not.
They said I had no key, no talent, no right to be here. I jumped off a bridge to prove them wrong. I'm just getting started.
They think my gift is power, but it's really distance. Skin becomes a weapon, and love becomes a myth. Mississippi back roads, praying for a normal day. Pretty words don't help when your life feels thrown away. I ran from the stairs, from the rules, from the blame. Then Raven found me, taught me hunger, taught me name. Destiny's eyes like a future I can't outrun. They raised me on survival, on take it when it's done. First love was a kiss, just a teenage spark. Then my power woke up and it swallowed up his heart. Cody felt quiet and I felt his mind in mine. A coma on my conscience, a curse in my spine. So I wrap my hands, wrap my soul, wrap my fear. Cause closeness is a crime when your touch disappears.
So no, I wouldn't think Reaper is your favorite weapon. It's a gardening tool.
And I smile through the pain. If my skin is a storm, I wear these gloves like faith. Cause the sweetest thing I want is the one thing I can't take. They pointed me at a hero like I was born to steal. Said do it for your mother like that makes it real. I grabbed Carol's power and I held on too long. Now her strength lives in my bones and her voice lives in my song. Flight in my lungs, punches like a war drum, but memories don't leave Eventually they stay and they become someone. Two lives in one mirror, two names in my head. I kept waking up angry, kept dreaming in red. And I hated myself for the easy way it looked, cause I didn't win power, I broke a life and took. So I ran from the brotherhood, ran from the lie. Cause if I stay that path, I forget how to cry. So I found the
Oh yeah, classes? I mean, Samurai's your main, bro.
to be forgiven, just to finally be me. I'm a collage of ghosts, but I still breathe. I'm not the sins I borrowed, I'm the choice underneath. If love is a language, I speak it restrained. No skin, no safety, still I remain.
Like, if we're talking about my favorite class in the game, it's Scholar.
Like peace is something learned, but trauma has a trigger and my nerves stay burned. I kept my jokes loud, cause silence got sharp. Kept my southern drawl like a shield for my heart. Then Remy smiled, crooked like chair. We'll find a way, and for the first time in forever I believed I could stay still. I flinch from fingertips, still feel the spark. Still hear those echoes when the room gets dark. But I'm done being a weapon dressed up in lace. I'm a woman with a soul who wants a safe place. So if the world calls me danger, I'll answer maybe. But I'll be danger with a conscience, and I'll choose who saves me. I can't touch the light, but I can become it. Turn every stolen shadow into something honest. If my hands are a storm, I'll learn to hold the rain. One day, no gloves, no fear, no chain. I won't be their weapon, I won't be their mistake. I'll be rogue.
Like, if we're talking DPS, my favorite DPS classes, well, obviously Summoner. But,
I'm still me.
if we're talking, you see, I have a different answer for every class archetype. You know, my favorite overall class is Scholar, obviously. My, Scholar is also my favorite healer. My favorite magic class, I mean, 25 bucks is not worth your sanity, bro. But yeah. Also, I don't know what it's like to play Dragoon. I'm a Lancer. I will be right back. I have to use the restroom. I actually think I might hop off stream. How long have we been live? For 2 hours? Yeah, I think I'm gonna hop off stream for tonight, guys. Sorry about the short stream, but I'm bored. And I don't know what to do when I'm this bored. Yeah, I'll see you guys later. Probably gonna just keep farming armoring when I get off. I just, yeah, want to chill and not worry about having to be entertaining while I'm farming. So, I'll see you guys. Bye!